Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya Habibi. So, uh, in this evening, I'm back. So, I'm Hamka. So, in this evening, I want to make video before I'm gonna sleep. Okay. In this evening was the day of my hope ran out. It was the day I truly understood the meaning of the word alone. This is the story of the sadness day of my life. Day where I learned that sometimes the cold thing in the world is not the winter wind, but the human heart that refuses to feel. So the day start like any other, but with a heaver weight on my shoulders. You see, I was in a desperate situation. I had lost my job at 1 years ago, and my saving had ever averaged like a morning dew. Today was the final day to pay my rent, or I would be a fidget. I had one last change, a job interview for a position I was perfectly qualified for. It was my golden ticket. I put on my best, took slightly worn clothes. I practiced my smile in the mirror, and I trying to hide an anxiety in my eyes. I feel a small flicker of hope. Maybe just maybe today would be the day my lucky change. So I arrived at the office in the office building early. It was tall and glassy, reflecting a world that seemed to have no place for me. The woman at the reception gave me a cold, impersonal smile. When I was called in, the interviewer, a man in a sharp suit, didn't even look up from his phone for the first minute. So I poured my heart into answering his questions. So I spoke of my skills, my passion, my willingness to learn. He finally look at me, not at my eyes, but at my old soles. His expression was one of pure dismissal. He ended the interview abruptly, saying, "We're looking for someone with a more modern outlook." So the words were quiet, but the message was clear. I was not good enough. The flicker of hope inside me sputtered and died. I walked out of that building, of that office. The automatic door sliding shut behind me like a final rejecting slap. So the rest of the day was a blur of humiliation, uh, humiliation. With the interview failed, I had to try something else. I swallowed my pride, something that feel like a sharp stone in my throat. I decided to ask for a small loan, just enough for a week rent. I reached out to people I considered friends. First called Anna. We had shared lunch and secrets for years. I stammered out my request. There was long silence. Then she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It's really a bad time for me right now." Her voice was distant. The next call was to Mark, who always called me his best buddy. His response was a joke, then an exhaust about a new car payment. He didn't even let me finish. Standing on the busy sidewalk, filled invisible hundreds of people rushed past me, their face buried in their phones or set in the determinate mask. So woman drop here wallet. Three people saw it, but no one on called out to her didn't, and she snatched it from my hand without a thank you, looking at me with suspicion. It was then realized it wasn't just about me. The world had become a place where everyone was too busy, too scared, or too indifferent to help anyone else. A silent scream built up in my chest. Is there nobody who sees me? Is there no one who cares? So I found myself sitting on a cold bench in the park as the sun began to set. The sky was painted with beautiful shades of orange and purple. So a cruel contrast to the grayness I feel inside. Watch a group of friends logging, sharing food. I saw a couple holding hands. I saw a man playing with his dog. So everyone was connected to someone or something, and I saw connected to nothing. The sadness wasn't loud or dramatic. It was a quiet, heavy empathy. It was the crushing understanding that on the day so I needed it most, human kindness had vanished. I wasn't just sad about the money or the job, so I was heartbroken by the profound loneliness in a city of millions. I had never felt more alone. So this was the sad day, the day I learned that the world doesn't owe you anything. The day this day I learned that sometimes people look away because it's easier than facing someone else's pain. It was a day of complete and utter defeat. But as sat there in the dark, small, stubborn talk emerged. If I ever get through this, if ever stand up again, will never ever be the person who looks away. I will be the one who stops. I will be the one who helps, because now I know the cost of being ignored, and that cost pace of your soul. Okay, maybe that's all for our story in this evening, for my story in 1 years ago. So guys, I want to say thank you for your watch this video, for your listen me, for your attention me. So don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe this video. Don't forget this, and then don't forget to comment. Okay, comment why why you are have a question to me. Comment in this video. Okay, and one again, don't forget to share this video to your family, to your boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, so I'm Hamka, and see you in the next video again. Bye bye.